The creator of the Sandman gives us fans some good news. I'm Troy from Marks on TV, and today we're talking about how the Sandman is definitely not in the crosshairs of streaming giant Netflix. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified whenever we post brand new videos. That helps us out a lot. We bring you new content every single day of the week, whether it's about TV, movies, video games, and of course, pro wrestling. Now, on with the story. The link to the article on CBR.com can be found down in the video description. The Sandman. Neil Gaiman promises the series is safe amid more Netflix cancellations. The Sandman executive producer Neil Gaiman insists that fans needn't worry about Netflix reversing its renewal of the series for a second season. The Netflix executive producer Neil Gaiman, by the way, he also wrote the Sandman graphic novels, he's the creator of it, recently promised fans that the series isn't in danger despite Netflix's latest round of cancellations. Gaiman addressed concerns that Netflix could reverse its decision to renew The Sandman for a second season on Tumblr. Damn, I didn't think anybody still used Tumblr, but here we are. While Gaiman acknowledged that nothing is ever certain, he insisted that if there's a Netflix and nothing unforeseen and tragic happens to close the world or the show down, there will be more Sandman. This will no doubt come as a relief to fans worried that the Sandman could befall a similar fate to animated series Inside Job, which Netflix axed in January 2023, despite previously giving Season 2 the green light. This isn't the first time that Gaiman has quelled fears regarding the Sandman Season 2 either. The executive producer, who co-created the original Sandman comic book series with Sam Keith and Mike Dringenberg, previously dismissed speculation that alleged tensions between Warner Bros. Discovery and Netflix could jeopardize the next batch of Sandman episodes. I totally forgot that the Sandman is a DC property, so Warner Bros. Discovery still owns it. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, quote, "The Sandman Season 2 has been commissioned by Netflix and is real," Gaiman tweeted. Whatever behind-the-scenes wrangling and negotiating needed to happen to make this a reality has already occurred. Why Sandman Season 2 took so long to greenlight? Fans' ongoing anxiety about the Sandman's status is understandable considering how long Netflix took to greenlight the comic book adaptation's second season. The Sandman Season 2 wasn't announced until November 2022, months after Season 1 debuted. Netflix executive Peter Friedlander later explained the reason for the delay, saying it allowed those involved to develop a thoughtful and intentional approach for the Sandman's sophomore outing. Quote, "We wanted to spend the time to get creatively aligned around what would be the next best experience for the Sandman," he said. Friedlander also revealed that Netflix is currently weighing up whether to drop its traditional binge model for the Sandman Season 2's release. The streaming giant's head of UCAN, Unscripted TV, said that all options were being considered for the show's second season, including the possibility of releasing episodes in batches. Netflix adopted this approach for Stranger Things Season 4, which dropped its first 7 episodes in May 2022, and the final 2 episodes in July 2022. This staggered release presumably yielded worthwhile viewership figures, given Netflix is considering a similar model for The Sandman Season 2. The Sandman Season 1 is currently streaming on Netflix. Season 2 does not yet have a release date. First of all, before I get into the actual show, I bought the Sandman Book 2 a while ago because I read most of Book 1, and I found Book 2 for a great price at an awesome bookstore in Columbus, so I bought that back in September. And for Christmas, my wife got me Book 1 in completion, so I'm super excited about having that. But talking about the actual show, I know that Neil Gaiman there for a while said he didn't know if Season 2 was going to happen because of the cost that it took to produce Season 1, but apparently Season 1 did well enough for them to justify the cost, and if they're talking about doing this new model of, putting out different episodes at different times instead of dropping it all at once like they did with Season 1, I mean, first of all, I think that's just a smart thing to do anyway. Streaming is kind of going down the tubes for everyone. It's been a big money loser in the last few years. I know Disney Plus is not doing very well. Netflix just had their worst year since 2011 this past year. So they got to come up with something to not only bring people in, but keep people around for an extended period of time. Maybe they'll fall in love with your other shows while they're scrolling around after watching The Sandman, and they might stick around for that as well, and may never cancel their membership. You never know. But, I mean, that just seems like the smartest way to do it. Obviously, they found the money in their budget for the season 2. Obviously, they're moving forward. Like I said, they greenlit this a while ago. And, I mean, yeah, I kind of like binging the show, but at the same time, if they stagger it, it is what it is. Whatever. I'll still watch it. This is one of the best comic adaptations I've seen, and it's been modernized, but not ruined. So that's a very fine line to walk with certain things like books and comic book properties like that, because usually when they modernize it and update it for a modern audience and whatever, it usually sucks. But Gaiman was heavily involved in this, just like he was with Good Omens. I hear there's a Good Omens Season 2 coming at some point on Prime. I really don't have any updates on that one, but I'm very much looking forward to that, because Season 1 was great, just like The Sandman was, and yet again, Neil Gaiman was heavily involved in this. I mean, if you want to keep it true to form, bring in the guy who created it and make him an executive producer. Either way, whatever model they go with for The Sandman, I'm super excited. I've already tore into book 2. I'm about halfway through-ish, so it's been great thus far. If that's honestly the route that they're taking in Season 2, then I'm going to be very excited for that. There are so many different avenues they can go down. There's so many side stories and everything else with The Sandman that they can do. I'm excited for all the prospects. Comment down below with what you think. Did you watch Season 1? Or are you going to watch Season 1? And are you excited for Season 2? What do you think they're going to cover specifically in Season 2? And do you think it's going to stay comic book accurate? Or what do you think they're going to change moving into Season 2? Also, do you like the binge model? Or do you think they should drop one episode per week? Or do it in stages like they did with Stranger Things Season 4? Again, let me know in the comments down below. Also, share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content on TV, movies, video games, and of course, pro wrestling. I've been Troy from Marks on TV, and we'll see you next time.